The Spectra Helmet of CGF Galley Combat Helmet is the ballistic helmet in use as of 2016 in the French military, and the armies of several other countries. Built by CGF Galley, it weighs 1.4 kilograms, is available in 3 sizes, and is made from ultra-high molecular weight polyethylene Spectra fibers, produced under license from Monniaux. The Spectra helmet can stop shell fragments of 1.1 grams traveling at 680 meters per second, an 80% improvement over the model 1978 helmet it replaced. History. The Spectra helmet is the result of 1990 studies intended to design the helmet for the French Army of the 2000s. In 1992, the conflict in the former Yugoslavia put large numbers of French blue helmets in contact with well-trained and well-equipped opponents, especially snipers during the siege of Sarajevo, where heavier protection than the model 1978 helmet proved necessary. The Army requested an emergency study for the new helmet, and tests were made, which selected the Dyneema fiber. Galley drafted a model based on the personnel armor system for ground troops helmet used by the United States Army, and produced a first series of 5,000 which was immediately made available to the blue helmets in the former Yugoslavia. These first models were mostly blue in color. Later models used the NATO green color. They gradually equipped all French troops, with priority given to units on missions in foreign territories. In 2014, due to lack of adequate protection, hundreds of Spectra helmets were bought and donated in France and Denmark and shipped to Ukraine, where they are widely used by soldiers of the Ukrainian army forces in the civil war against the rebellious eastern regions militia, along with other types of modern ballistic helmets. Canada also donated the CG634 combat helmets to Ukraine. Description: the helmet is made of Spectra fiber. It is not bulletproof against rifle or carbine bullets. It is a fragmentation-resistant helmet with a maximum distortion of 20 mm from a 9 mm full metal jacket bullet of 8 grams traveling 390 to 420 meters per second. On impact, it has a resistance to fragments that meets NATO's standardized Regulation 2920 V50 Mini, which is 640 meters per second. Resistance to shock impact meets protection standard EN 397 for industrial helmets. The helmet can be worn with earmuffs and an individual radio system. Further equipment, like night vision, can be added. The new infantry combat equipment of the French Army, the Phalanx system, is partly based on development of the Spectra helmet. Models. Official designation of CGF Galley is Série 8320 Casque de Combat TCD, and they are made in 3 size: 008-320 VKM, 008-320 VKL, 008-320 VKXL. The V is for French vert. ML, XL sizes. The helmet is also available with no visor, to facilitate easier use of night vision equipment, and with added protection for law enforcement. Size. The official designations ML and XL are usually called small, medium and large in Denmark. Head circumference is M 55.0 to 57.5 centimeters, L 57.5 to 60.5 centimeters, XL 60.5 to 64.0 centimeters. Variants. Danish use in Denmark. It is designated as helmet M96 green. In the early 1990s, the Danish army began looking for a replacement to the old US M1 helmet designated M46 steel helmet, which had been the standard helmet in Denmark since World War II. The M96 helmet may be fully phased out very soon in favor of a version of the Gentex Advanced Combat Helmet. Helmet covers. The removable helmet cover allows to change the pattern of the camouflage. For instance, the Danish Army uses 3 different covers: helmet cover, DK version, an early version produced probably locally in Denmark, almost identical to the CGF Galley 900,076 version but with no rubber rim. Instead it has a drawstring to keep it tight to the helmet. The loops of the drawstrings on top of the helmet sometimes are quite big. M84 camouflage pattern, still in use in some places until roughly 1998 and 1999. M96 helmet cover, CGF Galley 900,076 VSXX. This is the standard cover in the Danish Army. M84 camouflage pattern and a big rubber rim to hold it tight to the helmet. Made of the same fabric as the M84 combat uniform, 67% cotton and AMP, 33% polyester. M03 helmet cover, MSA Galley 501,814 JJXX, with M99 desert camouflage pattern and a big rubber rim to hold it tight to the helmet. Made of the same fabric as the M03 desert uniform, 90% cotton and AMP, 10% polyester. Canadian variant. The Canadian Forces adopted the Spectra with a few modifications. The CG634 helmet was introduced in 1997, replacing the old M1 helmet. The CF trialed the U.S. personnel armor system for ground troops in the 1990s before adopting the French version. The Canadian version is made by Bardet of Ontario and Galley Sécurité Internationale in Saint-Romuald, Quebec. Uses Austria, Kampfhelm. Bangladesh Army, SWAT SWADS. Canada, modified version with superior ballistic protection, named CG634. Denmark, helmet M96, green. France, Malta, Morocco, Ukraine.